So, welcome back to my Hypersomnia video diary. This is day dose 2. I've been trying to think about, since I'm going to make a 30-day video, and I'm going to stop giving background at the beginning of these, so hopefully if you're watching them, then I won't have to keep giving the background every time, but in order to have some sort of structure, I will come up with a more formalized like daily video point or focus area, I guess. Today it's 9 a.m. right now. I had to take my daughter to school. She has to be there by 8:30 in the morning. She's 5 years old. So I am a full-time parent to her. With my girlfriend, so that does add an extra challenge, and I'm sure there's people out there with hypersomnia that have kids, and I guess maybe today I'll just talk about that aspect of it. First off, after 5 alarms and a phone call from my girlfriend, I woke up this morning in order to be able to get my daughter to school on time. Right now I feel extremely tired. I must have gotten around 12 hours of sleep last night, and wake up feeling like I just want to sleep. That's the worst feeling. I don't know how else to explain that, but if you've ever fallen asleep, you know you've been asleep for 6 hours or 8 hours or whatever, and when you wake up, you literally feel like you just fell asleep 10 seconds ago. That is how I feel most of the time. It stresses me out sometimes too, because I know that I have family and I know that I have friends, and they're all great. Pardon me. And I know that I can rely on them in some aspects. But 1 second, the cat's going crazy. Okay. He probably wants a nap too. I feel bad constantly because I feel like I'm letting my friends and family down always, right? My work, I've never been specifically fired or been reprimanded or or really had any sort of negative connotation put on me and sleep at work, because when I'm medicated, I perform wonderfully. I show up on time. I can stay later. I don't need to take a nap at lunch, things like that. But what I find is I feel guilty a lot because I overpromise. I've probably only gotten a bit more better at gauging, like, when I know I'm going to be tired, or what can I do to keep myself awake if I'm not on medicine. And I have to look at those things every single time I make a decision whether or not I want to hang out with someone, or whether or not I want to go to the store or things like that. And I have to take every little factor into consideration. How tired am I currently? What's my best guess how tired I'm going to be in 30 minutes from now? Do I have to take my daughter with me? Because that adds stress, and that adds energy and things like that. And what I've tried to do is lately, or in the last couple of years, I've tried to be way more honest with myself about it, and to try not to feel bad, to say, okay, I go over, one of my friend's house or something like that. What's going to happen if as soon as I get there, I want to come home and go to sleep? I have to think about, things like that. I will say, and I think true for a lot of, perhaps anytime you're taking like things like opioids or amphetamines and things like that, one of the ways that you can kind of keep your body going at those times, or inspire your own energy, is through things like exercise. And people say that to me a lot, like, oh, why don't you just exercise more? It's like, again, I'm 40 years old. If exercising was going to work for me, then that was going to work for me. While I am engaging in exercise, it does keep me awake 100%. If I'm going on a hike or something with my friends, or we're rock climbing or tree climbing, or just out, the physical act of moving, yes, does keep you awake. It needs to be, I will say in that note, that it needs to be fun or creative or somehow inspirational, because what I feel is, I feel like me personally with hypersomnia is there's a loss of, or there's the inability to have this core dopamine core dopamine reserve that I feel like a lot of other people have. Dopamine, gives you energy, helps you work out, makes you happy, and things like that. I'm a very happy person in general. Like, again, I'm not on antidepressants. I've never been treated for depression. I'm not sad. I'm just tired. And I watched a really good video on hypersomnia, which I linked to in my first video. And basically what it says is, imagine, this is a good way to explain hypersomnia in a sense, right? Imagine, my bester, just, pretend that you, like, slept for 10 hours and then you just woke up and you feel like you just need to go back to bed. But this is another analogy I thought was really helpful. And imagine that you have to go to the bathroom really bad and you're stuck in the car or something, or you're stuck in a place where you can't go to the bathroom, and people are talking to you and people are engaging with you, and you're trying your hardest to pay attention to what's going on with them, to be alert, to be focused on the conversation, and things like that. But in the back of your mind, there's an emergency state happening, saying, I have to go to the bathroom, I have to go to the bathroom, I have to go to the bathroom. Now, fortunately, if that was your issue, at some point you're going to get to go to the bathroom, or you're just going to pee yourself and then everything's over with, okay? With hypersomnia, if I were to getting to go to the bathroom would be like getting to go to sleep again, or getting to take a nap. And the thing is I'm so afraid every time I go to sleep, because I know that as soon as I wake up, that feeling isn't going to be gone, right? It's going to be there again. And like, the mornings are some of the hardest times in my life, and literally I have to have people shake me awake sometimes. And if I don't physically force myself out of bed, if I stay there too long or give it a couple extra minutes, I will fall right back asleep. There's been so many times I've been late for work or things like that in the past, where I was like, oh, just 10 more minutes on the snooze. And I know everyone does that, and I know that that's a thing. But the thing is when your snooze doesn't wake you back up, or your third, sixth, and seventh alarms don't wake you up, like, what do you do as a human, right? We all have to go to work, we have to go to school, we want to go out and have fun. Everything is on a schedule. What can you do as a person if the means that you have to wake you up, which are the same for everyone else, so no one else is different, everyone gets an alarm clock, everyone can set their phone, everyone can have someone call them, what do you do when none of that affects you? Like, I can sleep through anything sometimes, and it takes me less than 2 minutes to fall asleep. If I put my head down on the pillow, close my eyes, within 2 to 5 minutes generally, I will be passed out and asleep. Like, I don't know. So this is day 2. I'm gonna close this out. Again, this is my off week, so this is my very tired week. Probably in a few minutes I'm probably just gonna take a nap and go back to bed. Some things that I hope to talk about in the next video. I'd like to go through what other alternative medications there are. Again, I wish people would, or I hope people will one day find this and post comments and give me some feedback. But I'd like to talk about my dosage, what my history with medication, full on, like from the point where I was diagnosed to now, what I'm taking now, how I'm taking that now, at what times I'm taking that, how much I'm taking that, if I have to undertake or overtake as well. So I want to go through all that in the next video, and that's something that I will revisit after I get my prescription filled too, and you can hopefully you'll hopefully be able to see something different about my demeanor and my eyes. And the thing is Adderall doesn't change my personality. Adderall helps me fulfill my personality. Like, I have all these things inside. Like, I have all these thoughts and moments and potential memories and things that I want to say and do. And like I said before, like, I feel so squashed, like, most of the time, that these things only come to light. They only come to my brain, not only, but they're only able to surface and materialize when I am medicated. Because if I'm not medicated, I can't trust myself to wake up. I can't trust myself to not be tired in the next 10 minutes. And then, you know, I may be cool right now, and I may be happy and talking to you, and I'm getting energy from, in a sense, from doing this video because it's a little bit exciting. But in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be asleep for 4 hours in the middle of the day, and that's hopefully only 4 hours. But alright, I'm gonna stop the video here today. This is day 2 of this diary. So I hope you enjoyed it, and again, please, any questions, comments, whatever, feel free to post. Thank you.